Okay guys, so just going through the technique. We're literally just going to be bringing both legs, or both knees, to around 90 degrees. So from here, from a front view, we're going to be looking for this angle. So ideally, this thigh is going to be straight in front of the chest, at roughly around 90 degrees. The opposite leg is going to be coming straight to the side, and again, roughly around 90 degrees at the knee. So ideally, even this position might be tricky because we want to try and stay nice and tall. So I've literally just got my support on each side of the thigh, and I'm trying to keep nice and tall from that position. You might find that you're just off to one side. If that's the case, then you might need to prop up your knee on something. So you can put something, maybe a pillow under your knee, and that's just going to take the tension off, and then you can gradually just ease that knee down towards the floor. But ideally we want it touching down. So just from the angle, now there's lots of different ways that we can do this. If we just wanted to mobilize the hips, then we can just literally just go into repetition. So we can just rotate to each side. So from here, I'll literally come to there in the middle, excuse the position, and then we just roll into that opposite hip. And then we can just go between each side, keeping 90 degrees roughly within the knee. Or we could stay relatively static in that position, just do a static stretch. So again, keeping nice and tall, and we can just stay there for breaths. If we wanted to have a little bit more stretch, then we can just lean into it. Again, just nice and smooth. We don't want to be yanking on it. You shouldn't feel any sort of pain or anything. It should be nice and smooth. If we're on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being absolutely horrendous, we want to keep it roughly around a 5, no more than a 6. So it should be nice and smooth. If we wanted to help out with the stretch a little bit more to try and release the tension within the right hip, then what we can do, just using your left hand if we're stretching the right hip, just pop it on top of the knee, and what you can do is just push your knee into your palm. And we can hold it there for around 7 seconds. So just keeping the pressure on. The knee isn't really raising off the floor, I'm just pushing it into my hand. The palm is just there as a resistance. So you can keep it there. After that 7 seconds, you can then release the tension and then just ease down into that stretch a little bit more, and holding the stretch for around 20 seconds. And you can do repetitions of that for around 3 times. So there's lots of different ways of doing this. It all depends on what it is that you want to achieve. So it's as simple as that. If there's any questions, let me know.